Good morning, Norway. Good morning, world. Good morning to everyone who's watching me. So, I want to make something extremely clear to everyone who's watching this. I am 100% a functional human being, psychologically, physically. I have responsibilities. I have a family. I have a job. I don't really have a social life that much here in Norway, but I do have friends all over the world. I meet with a person for coffee or lunch a few times a year with someone, either a friend who is also Brazilian, or sometimes people come to visit me. I've had friends from Brazil come and visit me here. My best friend came here with her son a few years ago to visit me. So I don't like the word normal, but I'm going to use it right now. I'm a normal person. Why are you putting this stuff online? Legacy. A love for broadcasting. Ever since I was a teenager, I was into broadcasting, journaling, later on blogging, later on, much later on, I got the YouTube channel. I got it in 2006. Not for the same reasons that most people get a YouTube channel. I got this YouTube channel because I wanted to share my life with my friends and family all over the world through video. I don't mind people looking at my social media. I really don't. I don't have anything that I'm ashamed of, although people think that I should be ashamed of certain things. I am not. I am not an OnlyFans girl. I am not doing anything wrong. I love broadcasting. When I was 15, I was a journalist and an anchor girl for the school news. And they put us on the junior local news. I have it here on my channel, some videos from that time. I love broadcasting. I love chronicling my life. That's why I'm doing this. Norway has something called the Freedom of Action and Expression Act, and I have the right to do what I'm doing. As long as I'm not defaming anybody, as long as I'm not putting out anything about people's lives, as long as I'm not doing pornography or anything illegal, I am allowed to talk about my life, to talk about my thoughts and feelings. And I think that's a very positive way to find an outlet. So that's why I'm doing this. I am fine. I am 52 years old. I am fit. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I eat healthy. I spend time with my family. I go to work every day. Things are okay. So, no one needs to be worried about me. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Subscribers only. People use the preposition from in a wrong way, right? So if you say, I'm from Sweden, it means I was born in Sweden, I am ethnically Swedish, I am, you know, you know the drill. Or I could be from Pakistan and I have Swedish citizenship, right? But I'm not going to say I'm from Sweden. If I am, yeah, whoever's typing in right now, redacted guy. I don't know who you are, but I don't think you get the point. I'm just, I gave you an example, but you don't get the point. Anyway, what is okay? Is that you didn't understand what I said? That's why I don't like people in the chat because they completely break my train of thought. I end up like looking at the chat and interacting with it instead of saying what I want to say. So it is a tad annoying. Let's switch this to live commentary. Boom. There we go. Live commentary. I love live commentary because then I can do what I want to do, which is chronicle my life. I've been living in Norway since 2002. I came here on a family reunion visa with my husband, who is Norwegian. I grew up part of my life in the United States. I spent some of my teenage years in the United States as well. And when I was in my 20s, I went to New Zealand and Australia, where I met my husband. We got married. We're here. I think this is probably one of the longest marriages in all our circle of friends. So most of my friends are now divorced or maybe married a second time. So our marriage has been going on for almost 30 years. So I know that people find it strange because nowadays everyone is divorced, or maybe they lived with someone and it didn't work, or maybe they're in their seventh relationship, and that's the norm, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's what people find it strange, that we've been married for almost 30 years. I don't think it's strange. I think it's wonderful. I think people should give marriage and relationships a fair chance. I feel like the younger generations are almost like Hollywood couples. They get together. As soon as they start having problems, they're ready to quit instead of really giving marriage a choice, giving their relationship a choice to either succeed or improve instead of just not giving it a chance at all and just leaving. So the topic of the day is freedom of action and expression. I know that a lot of Americans feel like freedom of speech is only a concept in the United States. It is not just an American thing. We have freedom of action and expression, freedom of speech in Norway as well. I've been living here for 23 years, so I know. I find it a bit of a paradox that when you go to the beach, and I've been to the beach quite a few times here, especially now that I live close to the beach. So I find it a paradox that women of all ages, no matter how, I really don't want to be disrespectful, so I'm just going to say women of all ages, shapes, can take their top off at the beach and be topless, while there are children who are running around naked at the beach. Some of them. There are teenagers, there are young adults, people of all ages at the beach, and the women can show their breasts. They can be topless at the beach. And that's socially acceptable. The paradox is where someone tells me that there is a problem with my bikini, right? I'm covered up. I'm not naked. The lady can be topless at the beach, but I can't wear a Brazilian bikini. You're too old. You're too dark. You're too fat. You know what? I'm not topless. So I really don't get it. It's a paradox to me. What I love about freedom of action and expression is that you're able to speak your mind, you're able to walk freely, you're able to express yourself through religion, through your ideologies, your politics, whatever you feel, and no one's going to arrest you for it. No one's going to stop you from expressing yourself. So, what I love about Norway is the organization of the country, the architecture, not this building particularly, but some of these houses are beautiful. And I love the fauna and flora. They have the most beautiful flowers and vegetation. The animals native to Europe, such as I saw moose the other day. There are also deer. Lots of beautiful animals. So that's what I mean by fauna. Love the fauna. Love, 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 love the fauna. And I think it's a beautiful country, all in all. It is a rich country. So many people from Brazil move here looking for a better life. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because my husband's from here. We got together in Australia. We got married. We lived in Brazil for 3 years, and it was very hard for him to find a job there. So we came here. And the rest is history. But when I say I'm not here for a better life, it's because my life was pretty amazing where I was before I came here. My life was amazing in the United States, in Brazil, in Australia, in New Zealand. So, yes, Norway is fantastic, but all those other places are fantastic as well. And I was happy there. And there are some stereotypical versions of the world that are presented to people, such as people think of Brazil as a poor country. Everyone's poor, everyone is living in subhumane conditions. That's how people see Brazil. That's not true. A lot of people have fantastic lives in Brazil. The same way that people think of the United States as a place where everyone gets shot if they walk down the street. That is not true either. The world has a very twisted image of countries like Brazil and the United States. I find myself very often having to defend these countries. One of them where I was born, the other one where I spent my childhood and adolescence. The turn is off because of the wind. If I turn off the mic, it's because of the wind. If I turn off the microphone, it's because of the wind or because there are people around me. To protect everyone's privacy. I'm going for a walk for exercise. It's good to walk outside, right? This is beautiful, this area here. I had a boyfriend a million years ago. He was into hiking, doing trails, nature, all of that. I mean, I'm not dissing on him for that, but I'm just saying I could say to him, "Oh, this area here is so beautiful." And he'd be like, "It's just buildings. It's just concrete." But I think this area is really beautiful. The buildings, yes. I think this area is nice. It'd be nice to have an apartment here. I have an apartment in Brazil in a very nice area. I know when I say things like that, people are like, but Brazil is a shithole. There are no nice areas in Brazil. You are so wrong for thinking that way. Okay, I'm turning this off because of the wind, but I'll start talking soon again. This is really nice. It's kind of rare nowadays to see like a rustic type of playground like that anymore. So I think this is really nice. Oh, it would be so nice to live here. And I live quite close, but it would be nice to have an apartment here. Kind of reminds me of the area near the yacht club in my neighborhood in Brazil. My neighborhood, I mean the neighborhood where I grew up some of my life, spent some of my life there. It's nice to go for a walk. It burns calories, it clears your head, it gives me the opportunity to make these nice videos. See, there's no reason to be worried about me. I'm fine. I like broadcasting. I like creating videos. I like communicating my ideas, thoughts, and feelings to the world. There's nothing against it in a constitution of Norway either. I'm well within my right to do this. This is really, really nice. Imagine having an apartment there. I mean, no hate, no hate, no shade. I love where I live right now, and I love the apartment in Brazil, the condo where my mom lives. But this, oh my God, this would be nice too. I dream of someday retiring, going to Brazil to be with my mom, and walking with her in our neighborhood back then. I mean, back where I spent some of my years. It would be nice. I wonder if I'll be able to convince my husband to change his mind and come to Brazil when we're both much older so we can live near the beach. Our daughter will be a full grown adult. She's an adult now. I call her baby Skylar because, you know, I'm a mom. That's what moms do. Moms do that. Moms do that. Moms always think that their kids, no matter how grown up they are, they're always going to be their baby. So that's what moms do. That's what moms do. And I'm a mom. I've seen moms that say the same, that they talk about their kids, their grown-up kids as babies, and then they criticize me for babying my baby because they forget that that's how they were too. It is so beautiful to be free to walk around, to be free to pick up my phone and talk about what I'm feeling, how I'm thinking. It's called freedom of action and expression, freedom of speech. I know that Americans go on and on and on and on, like, oh, freedom of speech. We have freedom of speech here too. It's not an American concept. It's really nice out here. I am fine. I am happy to be alive. This is positive reinforcement, positive thinking. My name is Pollyanna for a reason. My dad wanted me to be optimistic and positive, so I'm channeling some of that right now. It's really nice here. This is an artificial beach. Imagine living here. This coming summer, I'm going to come here. In a couple of months, I'm going to start coming here. It's really nice. beautiful, peaceful. Well, it's peaceful right now. There's nobody here. I'm definitely coming here in the summer. Oh, they're building more apartments here. They have bathrooms here. You can pay $10, and I don't mean $10, I mean 10 kroner. And you can use the bathroom. There is a handicap one here. No, it's just a regular bathroom. This is a handicap. It's really nice. I've said it's really nice like a million times. I'm sorry, but it just is. Look at it. But it's too cold for me to put on a bikini and go in. Oh, it is really nice out here. It's beautiful. See, I love this about Norway. There are lots of beautiful places here. I complain about the cold. I complain about the racism. But I'm not hating the beauty of the country. It's really, really nice. How many times have I said that? It's impossible for me not to say it because it just is. I'm going to keep walking. I want to burn calories. I want to breathe fresh air. And I'm going to keep filming because I want to express myself to the world because I have the right to do so. And I'm not hurting anybody and I'm not doing anything wrong. And don't worry about me because I'm fine. I could have been a comedian, but some people don't find my stuff funny. Let's see. I really want to keep walking because I live all the way out there. I'm shutting this off because of the wind, but I'm still going to be filming. All you can hear is my breathing, which probably sounds like I'm dying, but I'm just breathing really close to the microphone. I'm actually fine. I'm not breathless or anything, but it's always kind of not 100% when the cold air hits your lungs. Here's something I really love. And I wish they had written it in English as well. Här ska hunden vara i bond hela året. So your dog must be on a leash at all times. On a lead, on a leash at all times. All year. Hela året. So most people in Norway are not racist. And I'll die on the hill saying that. Some people are, but not everyone. The reason I just said that is because if I had been walking in a white neighborhood somewhere else in the world, I might have been stopped and questioned. But it's fairly safe for me to walk around here in this neighborhood. I remember my daughter came to a Halloween dance here, this building. And I remember her complaint was that they had pizza, but they didn't have drinks for him. They didn't even have water. She doesn't drink soda. She has never drank soda in her life. She has never drunk soda in her life, but she would have appreciated a glass of water. Yeah, so they had the kids in this building for the Halloween dance, and they ate pizza, they danced, and then, but they didn't have any water or drinks at all. They're going to be building something here, and I can just start imagining how incredibly difficult it's going to be to walk to and from the gym. Looks like they already have concrete out here. They're probably going to tear this down. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Okay, so how do I get through? This is really stupid. Don't be saying hey to me. Hey, hey. Just when I said that people in Norway are not racist and that I wouldn't be stopped or questioned, someone yells, hey. That was funny. Not funny, haha, but funny, like, kind of ironic that I was just singing their praises. This is just really stupid. So, really stupid. In all fairness to Norwegians out there, the guy who was yelling was not Norwegian, so at least I don't think that he was. So he's probably here on a work visa from another European country. I did not like his tone. Hey, like I'm some sort of street kid robbing people. So what I said still stands. Norwegians are not racist.